or
Yeah,
something.
never know.
You know, we might put the camera on him and let him. Yeah, bring him over. Bring
Yeah,
this kid over.
So
He didn't get to show his stuff. Let's watch him shadow
our
box a little
director
bit.
and producer is going to go out there and try to get him over here. Let's see if he can join us here on Pug Life so you can know who he is. And by the way, this is our platform. This is exactly what we want to do.
Right.
We want to give FaceTime to a lot of these kids so that way you know them, because guess what? That kid might turn around and become a professional one day. You said you saw him here first on Pug Life Chronicles.
Right. We might get an Olympian. Or the Olympian, a lot of politics there, George.
Yes.
Depends on which country's hosting it. Depends on what the agenda is, you know. A lot of stuff going on with the Olympics, you know. And by the way, I always hated Jimmy Carter for pulling us out of, like, those Olympics. I believe it was the 1980 Olympics, you know. I mean, I shouldn't say I hated the president.
I don't think I was born there.
Yeah.
Some of you weren't born yet.
It was 1980. He pulled us out, and then Russia pulled out the next, and people pull out of the Olympics. Sports brings people together, you know. You know, and it's a good thing for everybody. Matter of fact, I forgot who it was, but there was in Australia, there was an Aborigine who won the gold medal in a 400-meter Olympic running, and a lot of Aborigines felt that they were discriminated against, and that she should, you know, boycott the Olympics. But she went in there, and because of that, a lot of people, you know, rallied behind her, including a lot of people in Australia. So sports brings people together. Remember that.
All right, and I want to give a couple of shout-outs. Let's see. If you're on, let us know you're on. Say hello.
Yeah.
Give us a hello so we can give you a shout-out. And a lot of history here from Dave Steve from back in the day.
Yes.
And also share the link so that other people can watch it.
Speaking of Olympics, look at the Nazi regime. They wanted to prove their superiority over all the other races, and Jesse Owens from America pretty much shot that down by winning everything.
Yes.
Winning every race, the decathlon, everything.
All right, we're going back up to the ring. We try to get that young man with the 33-3 record, the future boxing. He disappeared into the crowd. He was taking pictures and stuff, but right now, all right. All right, we thought that we were going to go to live action again, but
they're talking about
a truck, moving a truck in the parking lot. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it might be my truck. All right. So while we're waiting,
that doesn't sound like a New York plate, so I think we're okay. So we trekked up here from Connecticut, from New York to Connecticut.
Right. To bring you this show.
Yep. All
All
right. So we are going to definitely, let's let the public know that we are going to take some solicitations to work for you sometime. So we will hire ourselves out. You could DM us if you want to bring us over, you know.
And we will highlight your event here on Pug Life Chronicles.
Right. So if you want to step into the future of boxing, the future of boxing is this. It's George and myself. That's what the future of boxing is. All right.
Don't count on me to throw punches, though.
No. No, we're not throwing punches. We're reporting punches thrown.
Yes.
And that's what we are. We're analyzing. We are talking about it. We're giving light to the boxers as they come up.
And we try to get Kareem out here, Kareem Blue, which is actually sponsoring this event tonight.
Right.
And unfortunately, he's wrapping hands. Like I said earlier, he's wrapping the boxer's hands. I saw him earlier. Like I said, he was serving hot dogs.
I think he was rapping too. I think he had some music.
Some in the background. Right. Yes, that was his original music.
Yeah, he's a rapper. He's a hand rapper.
A hand rapper.
Right. He's and I heard if you had a candy, he'll take it like a candy rapper. I'm trying to think of it. Is there any more rappers?
I don't know, man.
If you have a sandwich,
during the holidays.
He's also a saran rapper.
Yeah, during the holidays, he wraps gifts.
There you are. He's a gift rapper.
Kareem Blue does it all.
Yeah,
and we're going to try to get him out here again. And I told him, but again, I see him busy back there with the boxers.
George, how come there are no happy colors? There's blues, there's grays, there's blacks, there's, you know, what's like, shouldn't yellow or pink be like happy colors?
I'm not sure, man. I'm not.
Like, you know, what does it mean?
I don't know. Let's see.
Green? I don't know.
with his clothes on, I think this looks happy. What do you think, folks?
I'm trying to be happy. Trying to be happy for you. Red, happy.
All right, let me give a quick shout out to Nancy
Saw
Core.
red, it's anger. You know, come on.
Nah,
where's,
come on.
Where's the happy colors?
Nancy Core is tuning in. Nancy Hardcore.
Core.
Nancy, thank you for joining.
Nancy, you better work your core. I hear you're getting a little chubsy wubsy.
All
right. Nancy, work that core.
And we're out here again, Waterbury, Connecticut. We're in the boondocks
of Connecticut.
Right. In the PAL. This is the Waterbury Activity League out here with the police department.
Athletic League.
No, it says Activity League. If you look at the sign right up there, it's activity. In New York is the Athletic League. Here is the Activity League.
How dare they change the name? How dare they?
And you can
How
see
dare you change the name? It's the Athletic League. How dare they change it to? I'm besides myself, George.
You can probably see
George, it bothers me even hearing you say Activity League.
It's activity.
Oh my God! What are they doing? They're doing checkers and painting and stuff like that. And, you know, the PAL, the Police Athletic League, was started like around 1910 or something like that. Some captain in the New York Police Department said these little brats are running around. They got too much energy.
They need somewhere to go.
Yeah, they weren't breaking into cars back then, but they were causing all kinds of crime.
Breaking into buggies.
They were breaking into buggies.
Buggies and horses.
They were tickling horses. They were stealing horse tails. They would do some crazy
horseshoes.
things.
Horseshoes.
Yeah, horseshoes. They were stealing horseshoes.
Oh, and here we go. We got a guest here.
All right, come over here, my man.
Grab that chair. Grab that
chair over there.
We want to show you the future of boxing, folks.
All right.
We want to show you.
Come over here, man. All right. This guy, what's this guy's name? We're
going to get his name right now.
Oh, how come you never give me enough space on this?
Well,
all right, there we go. Here. Throw that on, Pugger. You got that?
Push that up.
Yeah, pull this thing out. All right. Talk. Just hold it like that. There you go. Hold it like that. Talk to me.
How you doing?
All right. Give me a sound check. Ready?
Yeah,
say it
he's
again.
good.
Say it again.
How you doing?
How you doing? I'm doing fine. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
You got to walk over? What happened?
Wait. First of all, what is your name?
What's your name? You got a name, kid?
Yeah, my name's John Carlos Torres.
John Carlos Torres. And what is your thing, man? Talk to us.
Well, my thing is I love boxing. My older brother motivates me to go to the gym. I follow his
Is he a
footsteps.
boxer too?
Yeah, he's a pro. He's 5-0.
He's 5-0. His brother is 5-0 as a pro. What's his name?
Cristobal Bazooka Marrero.
That's too many names for me. Chris Marrero, all right?
Yeah.
All right, so now you've been boxing for how many years?
When my first fight was when I was like 9 in Puerto Rico.
In Puerto Rico,
yeah.
PR.
Yeah, and I'm 16 now.
Okay, now you're 16. So you've been boxing 7 years. Why are people calling you the future of boxing? Why are they telling us that?
I don't know.
You that nice, my man?
I mean, I give it all I got every time I step in the ring.
All right, pull back off the camera. Can you give us a little shadow boxing?
On camera?
Yeah.
Well, not yet. Before you do that, what is your record right now? Because we heard it's 33-3.
Yeah, something around that.
Something around that. You have so many fights you forgot.
Yeah.
Now, where'd you get these losses? Were they recently, or were they at the national level, or were you a kid, and you were fighting in the backyard? What kind?
One of the losses was in nationals in Missouri.
All right, so this kid is going to the nationals, all right? So he's not losing anywhere. He's losing in the nationals, which means you're learning, right?
Yeah.
What do you think about that? You lost the fight. What does that mean to you?
It means that I have to get back to the gym, train harder, come back harder.
And that's my point exactly, folks. That is my point. In boxing, you win or you lose. When you lose, it doesn't mean that you're set back. It means that you know what you got to do.
Yeah.
What do you got to do, my man?
You got to go back to the gym, train harder, listen to your coach, and get back on track.
Get back on track. All right, and where were your other two losses?
My other two, it was in Lake Placid in New York, upstate New York.
Okay.
And my other losses was in regionals too, 2 years ago.
So again, he's only losing in heavy competition. So that means he knows how to work his way around competition.
Yeah.
Now you're 16 years old, right? When do the seniors start now? Because they changed it because the Olympics rules. It used to be 16 you could go. Yeah. Right? Now you can't go to the Olympics until what? You're 19?
So you're 18.
18. All right. So what do you do as a 16 and 17-year-old?
Well, I'm a keep working, keep fighting, keep getting all the experience I can.
And what's the division you fight in, the 16, 17? What's that called?
It's called youth.
Youth.
Yeah.
Youth. All right. All right. So there's youths and there's seniors. So now, and all the tournaments are starting to reflect it. Is the Golden Gloves in Connecticut for the seniors and not the youth as well?
No. This year they put it 16, 17 because they didn't want to leave because there was a silver gloves, but we were too old to fight in the silver gloves. Right. So they made an age division so we could fight in the golden gloves, and they only did it that year.
Right.
Yeah, and I fought in the golden gloves this year, and I won this year.
And you won. Yeah. And he won. All right. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear that you're doing some stuff, and you're learning. Yeah, all right. So how do you characterize yourself as far as fighting style?
Well, I'm slick. I have pop. Okay. I'm a great boxer. I like to move around.
You saying you crack a little?
I can crack a little. My last fight, you should have been there.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I was here, and then the guy, you walked over him. You didn't punch over him. You walked over him.
Yeah, I walked over him.
That's your fault. It ain't my fault. Yeah. I was here for you. I just want people to know that I was here for him. All right, and it was a walk over, not a punch over. It's got nothing to do with me. It's got to do with him. All right. Okay. So you crack. So are you a boxer puncher? Now you're Puerto Rican. And Puerto Ricans are famous for good foot movement. Yeah. Comes with the dancing of the salsa, the merengue. You got all that head movement. You got that side to side movement.
Of course.
Of course. Okay. Yeah. And they move well. Can you punch going backwards? A lot of people cannot punch going backwards.
That's one of the things I most train on. My dad most trains me on punching backwards, angles, movement, staying on my toes, like moving around, all that.
Okay. All right. And do you have social media or what?
Yeah,
Are you looking? What are you looking for? I want to hear him say lean. What are you looking for?
Wait, what was it?
I want. What are you looking for as you're going backwards? What are you looking for?
I'm looking to time him when he comes in. And looking at as soon as I hit him, move, get out.
Okay.
Wait for him to come in.
What I was looking for is the lean. Okay.
Yeah.
As some fighters, as they try to come in, they'll lean forward, and that's their mistake. They'll lean forward, and their head will pass their knee.
Exactly.
And if you're somebody going backward and somebody's coming after you, if you pull back just a little bit and you get him to lean, that's when you can hit.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? All right. Oh, they're starting up again. All right. Listen, take off the headset, get in this camera, and show me some hand speed. Show me some hand speed. I want to see this Yankee 2001. Show me some hand speed. See what you got, brother. Let me see a little hand speed. Let me see a little hand speed. Let me see. Oh, there we go. Let me see. Oh, there we go. That's a Lomachenko right there. You got that from Lomachenko. I know you did. All right. Very nice. Very nice. We're looking for this guy. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see this. Let me see one thing. I can say one thing. His hands are big. These are physically big hands. That's a good thing. That's why he can crack a little bit. All right. One of the things is how you punch. The other thing is strength and intangibles. But a huge thing is the size of your hands. If you have big hands, they're physically hard. It's like having a roll of quarters in your hand, except it's in your bones, and they pop a little bit more. All right, I'm going to look forward to seeing you, my man. All right?
All right, that's John Carlos Torres joining us here at Pug Life in the Pug House.
And he is the future of boxing.
33-3, and you can follow him.
That's a lot of treasures there, George. There's a lot of treasures.
But let's take it right now to Jono Bro Felber. with the official announcements
Brody
of the
Felber.
next.
Brody Felber.
Brody Felber, I'm sorry.
Yo.
And these are females. These are female boxers now.
And they are seniors because we are going with 2-minute rounds. Let's see. And they look pretty buff to me. I don't think they're any strangers.
All right, and that's Sarah Morales in the blue corner. Morales.
I'm going to say Morales.
All right, and then
Could be
Victoria
It could be
Davila.
Moraes
here with the Spanish.
and Davila.
And then you have Victoria Davila in the red corner.
Davila's in the red corner, and thank goodness she's actually wearing red.
And these are three rounds, 2 minutes each.
And
And
right
Davila,
away, go.
Victoria Davila. Go ahead, Dave.
Is letting it go, George. Say it. Tell her how it is. Call it.
Yeah, she's letting them go, man. Right away, working right away, very fast.
Right. And Sarah, I'm going to say Morales because I think it's Morales.
Morales. Let's say Morales.
Morales.
Sarah in the black.
She's a little bit overwhelmed right now. Okay, there we go. There's some head movement. That's what I'm looking for. And you can see that she's a little bit inexperienced because she's having trouble blocking the punches. And when she makes a head move, it's very drastic. Although it's starting to come a little bit rhythmic. So she does have some experience. And she's very strong. I mean, I don't know if those muscles are all from boxing or maybe she's a converted CrossFit type person coming over into boxing.
And that's basically, most of the time, that's what I've noticed. A lot of CrossFit people come into a contact sport like this one.
Right. And they're very strong, but they have to get the right movements there. And Moraes over there is starting to move ahead in a good manner. And Davila in the red has a really good jab.
Really good jab, and she's connecting on the outside and coming on and connecting from the inside as well.
Right. I'm gonna say Davila has a lot of experience. Looks very good. And the coach is just screaming.
Doing very well, Davila is. Victoria in the red in the first opening round.
Right.
Sarah looked a little perplexed.
Yeah, she did, but she did a few things good. She got overwhelmed in the beginning, and then she started moving. So that was a good thing. She didn't give up. She started moving her laterally, and then she started moving ahead. She started slipping a few punches. And as she started slipping punches, all of a sudden Davila didn't throw as many punches.
Right.
Davila. Why? Because you got to be aware. Like if you miss with the punch, that takes a lot of energy.
Yes, it does.
And then the other person might be setting up. So, kudos to Sarah Moraes for coming back some. Now let's see if round 2 she can make an adjustment and actually land some punches on Victoria Davila.
And these are 122 pounds. And Victoria Davila. And Sarah Davila is in red. And Sarah Moraes. Is that how we're going to say it?
Okay.
Davila. Moraes. Sarah.
We're going to say Moraes because we don't see the
blue.
L between the A and the E on right before that.
All right, round number 2.
Okay.
2 rounds.
Wow, look at that. So
Moraes.
Moraes put a hand out to touch gloves, and Davila did not touch gloves with her.
Oh, you can touch afterwards.
Right, you can touch afterwards. So forget the sportsmanship. It's actually the rules of boxing. And so Davila is Davila. Say it again, George.
Davila. You can say Davila.
Davila. All right. Davila. That's what you
Davila.
say. Davila. That's what you say.
Yeah,
So
Davila.
it's got a better ring to it.
Davila. Well, that's the way it is. Davila.
Davila is in
the
red,
red,
and she really has a good jab, and she's finding a home for it almost every time she throws it.
And she just did right there.
Right.
And again.
Right.
Again. Straight jab. Straight down the glove. Right
Right.
down the pipe.
Right. And the thing is that Sarah Moraes is starting to block, but you can't just block. You have to throw. There
Like
it
that,
is. And
yeah.
now she lands a good right hand. And that caught
Davila's
attention, and she had it backing up. So with one punch, she changed the complexion of the whole round. She's not going to win the round, but she changed the complexion.
Well, we don't know
of the
yet.
round.
We don't know yet.
Right. Well, she'd have to land a whole lot of punches for her
A
to win
barrage
this
of
round.
punches, yeah, to win.
Right. And the ref does not seem to be able to find a good place to stand. The ref's got to move too.
Morea throwing that sweeping overhand, but missing most of the time with it.
Right. Yeah.
And just kind of following. She's following Davila around, but not really closing the ring.
No.
And Davila scoring to the body, top and body, doing great work here in this round number 2.
She looks tired. She's shaking her head. She's very tired.
I think she's disappointed. Like I don't know if she.
No, she is tired.
She's tired. Yeah, her mouthpiece falling out.
So maybe she had to make weight. You know, maybe the excitement's too much for her. But Davila is looking pretty tired.
She looks tired, but she is scoring, man. She's scoring here in this 6th bout of the evening, right here out of Waterbury, Connecticut.
Right. And maybe she's having a little trouble handling that pressure that Sarah Moraes is putting on her, even though Sarah is not really punching and taking a lot of shots.
Well, we'll see what happens in this 3rd and final round.
I'm interested in this, George, because Davila looks really tired, and Sarah Moraes is really strong looking, even though she's not a good boxer. And this is what you want to see. You want to see, can the non-boxer pull it off with heart, grit, strength, and tenacity?
All right, we'll see. Round number 3.
Let's see what happens. And again, Davila is throwing punches.
And the thing about it is that what Davila is doing though is with that jab, is she's setting up that body punch. Every time she throws that jab, Moraes is waiting for a punch up top, and Davila comes to the bottom with some body punching.
Right. But you know what? Sarah's starting to come forward, Moraes. And she's not getting hit anymore. She's just keeping her hands high, blocking her face. And she just landed a good right there, George. So now I want to see if this woman can come back. Meaning Sarah
Moraes. Yeah, the black. And Davila scores with 3 punches there right before and moves out of the way.
I'm really annoyed with this referee, George. I'm annoyed. She is always in the way. She's literally blocking the path of Sarah Moraes and these fighters. You have to pick a position as a referee, and you have to get it where you're not in the way of these fighters. Because if they move to the left or right, or if they move back and forth, you can't be near them. They got to be able to move.
They got to be able to get out.
You have to position yourself.
Maybe a little inexperienced there, but Davila scoring again, top and bottom, goes up to the top, dips down, last 10 seconds, and that's it.
Right. Not a good job by the ref, George. Not a good job by the ref.
So that's all you got out of this whole fight?
I'm just no. I'm sorry.
The whole fight. We're seeing a really great fight in front. Well, a good fight. A good fight with Davila, and he's talking about the ref.
Because the ref was actually interfered with the action going on. All right. When two fighters are moving to the same direction, in the same direction.
You can't be there as a ref.
The ref cannot be in the way of them. You have to move in a position where you could see the action, where you could still stay close enough to step in, but not interfere with the action. And I'm upset because
he's upset.
Yeah, I'm upset. I'm upset.
He's upset.
I thought Sarah Moraes was starting to make a comeback, and that she was interfered with. That's the way I saw it. You know.
So are you saying that this might have cost Moraes the fight?
Nah.
No, okay.
Nah.
Okay, so we got that out of the way.
But a little bit of a comeback. A little bit of a comeback.
Okay.
And interfering, and you know, and another thing is like she's waving a hand and scolding like nobody. Hey, listen, put the instructional warning out or don't stand on the side like somebody's mom and start scolding them. This is boxing. All right.
All right. So let's take it up to the ring for the official announcement.
Take it to the ring. All right. No surprise there. But
And Sarah with a smile on her face. And look, what's going on here with the
I don't
medal?
know. She's trying to steal her medal. She's trying to steal her medal. Wait a minute. The ref gave Victoria Davila.
Actually, no.
No, the medal to put it on Sarah.
Yeah.
And she put it on herself.
Yeah.
She was going to take the medal and the belt. This is rough, man. They're rough out here in Connecticut, all right? First they beat you, then they try to take your consolation prize.
Yeah, they try to take it away.
It's not enough to win a belt. You got to try to take a medal. Victoria Davila, I'm upset with you now.
No.
All right?
Stop it.
I'm completely okay with the ref. I'm upset with you. I saw you try to take that medal. What?
We all saw it here.
We saw it. We saw it. All right. Let the girl have her medal.
Well,
all right?
congratulations.
She went in there. She did her best.
Congratulations to both of them, Dave.
Yes.
And Victoria pulls that off.
Pulls it off.
Pulls
she
it off.
Pull off
the medal.
A heist. You saw it. She was right in front of us. Like right out in the open.
Right in the PL. There's cops here.
How brazen in the PL. What kind of activities are they teaching in this activity league? All right? They're trying to take – you got winners trying to take both trophies. She's over there stealing hamburgers now.
All right, so that was the 6th bout of the evening. We're going to go into the 7th, 8th, and 9th bout of the evening. So now it's going to get interesting. Now we got 155 pounds.
What, you saying it wasn't interesting before, George?
No, I'm talking about with the big guys are coming in now. Big guys.
I was very interested with the little guys.
You were interested in the referee getting interfering, the little guys.
Hey, that's all part of the game.
Yes.
Even the refs got to learn, all right?
Yes.
They might not like me, but they got to listen. If you want to get better, you have to listen.
All right, so nice introduction here.
I don't know what this music is, but I like it.
So that's
cool.
That's Carlos Avila, and he's in the blue corner, coming in with the blue trunks, blue and silver trunks. And then you have Lisandro Masonette in the red corner.
George, I wouldn't call those silver trunks. I would call that blue and white.
Blue and white, okay.
But if you want to call it silver, I will go with you. Lisandro Masonette.
From Hartford.
Boxing out of the blue corner, representing Blue Boy Boxing,
And I tell you what, Carlos Avila has a big crowd here because the crowd erupted when they announced his name, and his blue and silver trunks say the animal.
And this is home turf. That's why. That's his home turf. For Carlos Avila.
All right.
And right away, working to the body very quickly.
Wow.
And you have Lisandro Masonette coming back now, connecting with a barrage of punches.
Wow. And they are happy on the inside, George.
Yes.
Tall, short, it doesn't matter. They like it on the inside. They are throwing hooks.
And look at Carlos Avila. Nice exchange there, and then moves out of the way. Back pedals all the way back.
Right. So Carlos Avila.
Avila,
yeah.
Avila, yep.
He's used to moving his head and trying to get inside. Except when he gets inside, guess what? Lisandro
Masonette, yeah,
is happy inside. And for a tall guy, he throws a nice out. And this referee is good because he is doing his darndest to stay out of these fighters' way.
And Masonette trying to score to the body. A couple of hooks. Comes in with a straight jab.
Good jab with Masonette. Great jab.
Nice modified jab. I think kind of like a hook.
Yeah.
Hits Avila. Now Avila trying to get on the inside.
Yeah, and when he's getting on the inside, this is one of the problems with shorter fighters. If you get on the inside, you better do some damage.
And he did there a little bit. A little exchange.
He scored some points, but not really damage.
Nice hook, pushes Masonette back a little bit.
Right.
Now they gave themselves some breathing room. They give themselves.
And I don't see Masonette's identity. Do you, George? I mean, you would think that as a little bit taller, he'd try to jab from the outside, which he's doing now. But he's happy on the inside, and he doesn't really punch going backwards.
Right, so he doesn't have, there he is punching. Hold on.
I mean,
His style, he doesn't have one style.
right. He's
that
a
you can
novice fighter.
identify, yeah.
Well, you know what? He is a novice fighter. He is a novice fighter, and
But who is he as a boxer?
right,
We want to know who is he. Is he an outside fighter? Is he an inside fighter?
right.
We don't know that just yet in this first round. He hasn't established that with us right now so far.
Okay.
But Masonette,
And maybe it
I mean,
is.
but Avalar,
No, Avalon has established.
yes,
that.
he has.
Right,
I'm just saying
right.
Masonette hasn't.
Hasn't. Yes. Avalon though is established.
Yes.
You know, he moves his head. He gets in on the inside, and he tries to work on the inside. Now here's the amazing part about it. Avalon, who worked all the way to get on the inside, I would say got beat on the inside by Masonette.
Yes, in the opening round, yes. Let's see what happens in the second and
right.
third round and see how that turns
Okay,
out.
because he got on the inside, and Masonette, who's maybe so novice, doesn't know much except throwing punches as hard as he can. You know, it gave him a big opening. So, and then Avalon, to do all that work to get on the inside, you have to score some. You have to be able to damage and you know, do some damage if you're going to stay on the inside. All right, Avalon's got a little nifty foot movement there. George.
Little rhythm, yeah.
Yeah.
He came out with a hook before, straight right.
Now,
Wasn't a hook, it was a straight
call
right,
that
actually.
merengue base or salsa base?
It looks like maybe salsa.
Yeah,
Little maracas, right?
Yeah, because he's in, out, to the side. Very nice. And here's where, see, this is what I'm
This
talking
is
about.
exactly what you were talking about, yes.
Masonette is strong right over there. And
There he is.
A really, because he doesn't have a boxing identity yet. He is a novice fighter, but he's strong. And he likes throwing hard shots. Just like if you were a heavy bag in front of him, he'd know how to hit you, George.
Yeah, and connecting on the inside again on
Right.
on Avalar. And we thought Avalar was the better of the two on the inside, but Masonette showing that he has some skills on the
Right,
inside.
Avalon does have the moves and the boxing background and the identity, but on the inside there, if he stands in front of Masonette's going to hit him like he's a heavy bag. See, Masonette, as the distance changes, Masonette doesn't really have.
There's no action. Yeah,
right.
He's not throwing any
He
punches.
doesn't really have a good grasp of what he's going to do. You know. But if you stand in front of him like a
Just
heavy
like
bag,
that. Yeah, just like that.
he will swat you very hard.
And now Avalar connecting, but
Right.
Masonette answers him right away.
Right, and Avalon connected on a move when he stepped in, but when he stands in front of him, Masonette is able to punch him. See, right, when you stand in front of Masonette, he's going to hit you. See, Avalon connects on moves. This is really good. This is really.
And the crowd is excited here
Oh,
in
I'm
Hartford,
excited.
Connecticut.
I'm excited.
Very
I'm
good
excited.
with these two gentlemen.
And I'm fascinated. So what you're seeing is the development of boxing, the development of a boxing mind. Here you have somebody who has a little bit of experience, meaning Carlos Avalon, and he's learning some moves. He's learning how to duck his head and punch off of these moves, learning how to step back, step in, and he's punching off moves. When he punches off of moves, he lands.
That's correct.
But when he stands there, Masonette, who's obviously brand new to this game, will hit you because he
Right.
knows how to hit a heavy bag.
That's right.
So you stand in front of this guy like a heavy bag, he'll treat you like one.
And he was throwing some really heavy punches. during that.
Hellacious.
Yeah.
Hellacious.
Yes.
But when Avalon moved, Masonette was in a quandary as what to exactly to do.
All right, here we go for the third and final round.
And Coach Blue is dancing with his fighters again.
Kareem Blue.
Kareem Blue. Coach Kareem
And I heard
Blue.
Avalar scream, I got it, before the bell rang.
Right.
Third and final round.
Right. And here's Masonette. And this is how he's going to learn. This is one of the things that he's going to remember in his life. There you go. And Masonette scored with a big right. There you go.
Oh.
There you go. Stand in front of
Big
Masonette
punches.
and he will hit you.
Yeah, big punches by Masonette connecting to the body and connecting with that hook.
Right. And that's because Avalon is standing in front of him And when he is moving, he's not punching. He has to move and punch. The Avalon is making moves, but he's not really punching, and now he's not punching hard.
And stays on the ropes, and,
Right.
and Mason had pinned there, but he gets out, finally gets out of there.
And Carlos Avalon has to learn how to punch out of those moves. He's learned the moves. He's learned some head movement and some foot movement, but he's got to punch out of those moves.
And you're right about Masonette, but right now he's pouring it on.
Right. You see? Wow. Good hard right.
There he goes. Nice right hook
Yeah.
to Avalon by Masonette, and Masonette
Right.
has Avalon pinned, and now the referee's going to step in and break
Right.
these two. Avalon coming straight, gets caught with a left hook, and another right hook.
By Masonette, right. And he's a young fighter. He's throwing left and right hooks.
And that's exactly what he's got to do. If the
Yeah.
guy's coming in, you want to catch him coming
Right.
in. And he does it again. Nice hook, pushing Avalon back right against the ropes. The last 10 seconds.
And Masonette is finishing this fight with an exclamation
Well,
point.
I gave Masonette that third round.
Yeah, definitely in the third round. I think I gave Avalon the second. I'm not sure who I gave the first. You know, I'm kind of leaning towards Masonette, but I know Avalon came back in the second half of the first round.
Yes. How do you guys have it out there in Facebook land? Let us know. Tell us what you see and who you see winning this bout. I think I have Avalon winning 2 out of the 3 rounds. That's the way I have it.
You know what? I gave Masonette because of the beginning of the first round. I gave him the first round. So I have Masonette actually winning this fight.
Okay, we'll see.
So we only disagree on the first round, right? And we could both see that.
Let's see if
going
it's a
either
split
way.
decision. Let's go with Jono Felber and see Brody Felber and see what he says.
Brody Felber. That's definitely like a Connecticut type name.
Jono.
Like New England, right?
Yes.
Jono. What kind of name is Jono?
I don't know. Jono say. Jono say.
It's Spanish.
Yes.
Oh,
All right, so we don't have anybody commenting. All right, guys, you can comment. It's okay.
Feel free. And the mic is off. Jono mic. Red corner.
Hey, you were right.
Masonette.
Lisandro Masonette takes this bout.
Yeah, just by a touch. Just by a touch.
And you know what? It's funny. I think it was a unanimous decision, right? Because he didn't say whether it was split.
I don't think they like to tell people out here in Connecticut whether it's a split decision, majority decision, or you know.
Jono say.
Yeah.
Jono
Well,
say.
we can't say Jono announced.
All right, so that was the 7th bout of the evening. We still have 2 more left. We have the 8th and
Right.
9th bout, and
2 more.
we have 152-pound also novice and 1 open at 152 coming up, Dave.
Right, that's good. And you know, this is something for boxing fans out there. We don't know who's listening, who's not, but this is something that you can learn from. You know, because when you have, you know, the stuff that's done in the professional game, in the world champions, you take a look at somebody like Errol Spence. I like using Errol Spence as an example. They say Errol Spence fights simple. He stalks people down. You know, he throws basic punches, a little bit of a body attack. Errol Spence is not basic. If you saw some of the amateur fights with Errol Spence, he had different types of styles. He used a little bit of a winky right style.
Winky right, wow.
Yeah, winky right. Like you know,
Yes.
like going at him. He moves well. He knows how to fight. He fought all kinds of different fighters. You know, so to see the way he fights in the pros, it's only the tip of the iceberg. If you want to know what's going on, you have to come to the amateurs and you have to see it, and you have to see things slow down a little bit, because when they're in the top of their game, you cannot analyze them.
Right.
You can't
Fast.
analyze. No, you can't analyze.
Yeah, fast.
No.
Okay, so right now this is the 8th bout of the evening. Let's take it up to
Number
the ring and this introduction here from the Blue Boy Boxing Club. And that is going to be Adam Betancourt in the blue corner. 152 pounds, and Dwayne McLeod in the red corner. I'm not sure. He's from, I don't know, it says El Matador Boxing Club? El Maestro.
El Maestro. Oh, that's in New York, right?
Is it? I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure that's in the Bronx or upstate.
We have away McLeod representing Metro. Out of the blue corner.
Yes, Metro is the New York area.
Yeah, that's right.
And look at those trunks.
Look at that stare down. Look at that stare down. Love it.
Look at these trunks that he's wearing. He's wearing like some cowboy trunks, right?
Yeah, it's got some camouflage. It's got red, white, and blue.
That's good.
And what does it say there on his belt? Stuntman.
Stuntman.
Yeah, that's Adam Betancourt.
Betancourt. I like that name. In the blue corner.
From the Blue Boy
trunks.
Boxing Club at 152 pounds. And then you have Dwayne McLeod out of Maestros.
And he's in black and gold.
Black and gold from New York.
Yeah. El Maestro. And we saw El Maestro in the tournament, the Ringmasters tournament. And they were there a lot. They have a lot of good fighters. And I'm looking forward to this fight.
They roll deep.
Yeah.
They roll deep out there in Maestros.
Wait, did he fight in the tournament? Is he the one that
I don't know.
I think he fought in our tournament. I think he has like that
the
crazy
Ringmasters
style
tournament,
where he ducks and
Let's
throws
see.
wild punches. Let me see.
Let's see.
See if that's him.
Adam Betancourt comes with an overhand right.
All right.
Trying to go to the body first and then comes over with that overhand right.
McLeod is showing a good jab.
Yes, he does. Adam Betancourt comes in, gets caught with a nice jab by Dwayne. Dwayne using that jab.
And McLeod is showing some quick hands and some fast footwork.
Yeah. Like that.
And Betancourt has to decide what he wants to do. Wow. And I'll tell you what, Betancourt probably throws a hard punch, but you got to be able to deliver it.
A little off balance, too. So you saw that
awkward,
going to the corner. A little awkward, yeah, but he composed himself.
Right, and that's what I'm talking about, too, about how to deliver the punch. You have to get into punching range. You can't just throw as hard as you can. You know,
Dwayne caught him with a straight right coming in, and then now he catches him with that left, but Betancourt says no.
I'm pretty sure we saw McLeod in the Ringmaster tournament. And McLeod is completely outboxing Betancourt in round one so far. He's controlling his distance with the jab, and when Betancourt comes in, he uses his feet to skirt out to the right or the left.
Again, Betancourt in the blue with the white and red trunks. White, red, and blue.
Right, and the one who's not throwing any jabs at all did Betancourt throw one jab this round?
In the beginning of the round, but yeah, he has not thrown any.
Right, so our punch counter has one jab, right?
Nice exchange
one
there,
jab for the whole round.
Dwayne McLeod gets the better of those two, but now
Betancourt finally scored the right hand. So Betancourt threw one jab the whole round. I think that's the story of that round.
And that's exactly it. We've been saying that throughout. Every time we see these young boxers, we tell them use the jab because the jab will set up that strong punch. It'll set up whatever you want.
Right. I mean, you cannot throw punches. You can't throw hard punches without touching them first and without getting your range.
Set them up.
The jab, it's got to be set up.
You got to set them up.
Right.
And that jab is so important in boxing to set up whatever power punch or whatever it is that you want to do.
And on the other hand, Dwayne McLeod was throwing jabs, so he was controlling that distance because the jab is the front hand, it's the introduction hand, it's the closest hand to your opponent, so you have to throw jabs.
And not only that, the good thing about the jab is that also it messes up the rhythm of the other person. If you catch them often enough, they won't get set up ready to hit you.
Right.
So let's go.
Good for your rhythm, bad for the other guys.
That's right. There it goes. Round number 2. Adam Betancourt with the red and white blue trunks. And you got Dwayne McLeod in all gold or yellow, however you want to see that.
All right, so Betancourt, they must have told him something because he at least tried a couple of jabs. Yeah, Betancourt is trying to throw some jabs.
A couple more jabs there. They might be listening to the Pug Life.
Yeah. Right. So now Betancourt finally lands with his right hand. Why? Because he threw a
Little
jab in front of it. Thank
Set
you.
up that right. Yep.
Okay.
You got it. There you go.
Now,
Jab to the body.
Right. Now it's starting to change. And he's throwing some jab feints, which is good. And I call those full punch jab feints.
And Coach Blue is screaming at him to jab from the corner.
All right. Now it's much more even. Once both fighters are throwing jabs, that's even. They exchange hooks over there.
Yeah, so now it looks like Betancourt has more control now.
Right.
Because he's throwing that jab, and it looks like Dwayne McLeod is a little more cautious now.
Right. But you know what? Betancourt does that that Mayweather style, pulling that front hand
And
back.
look at Dwayne. Scoring with his hands down.
Right.
It looked like Betancourt was complaining about throwing to the back of the head. He goes, what? So he comes in and he goes to work.
Yeah, he went to work. But I don't understand these fighters trying to work the ref. What are they learning that from a young age, George?
And Dwayne didn't take kindness to that, so he just went to work.
Right.
Scored. 10 seconds. Betancourt looks a little slow. I don't know what's going on.
He's just trying to throw too hard. He's trying to throw his punches way too hard.
And the little stare down right after the bell by Dwayne
Right.
McLeod looking at Betancourt, but
Right. The stare down's not going to help. You know, not before the fight, not after the fight. It's a myth. Stare downs don't help.
right.
Okay. You know what helps? Punching. Punching helps.
And like we were saying earlier, though, you got to set up. You got to
Right.
hit. You got to throw
Yeah.
that jab. You see how the pace of the fight changed a little bit.
And as soon as Betancourt started
So
throwing
using that
jabs,
jab,
he got back into the game. A couple times he did that. He did this where you pull the left hand like kind of cock it. If you can't throw a jab from that position, don't even bother getting into that position. You know, you're not going to be able to fight. You're just telling the other guy like, okay, I'm not going to throw a jab now. Come hit me. You know, that's what they're doing.
Round number 3. And the ref just gave him a little pep talk about.
The ref's really into like hugging. He's just bringing him in and hugging him up. Didn't he start that off in the beginning with the stare down? He hugged him and tried to make him stare down. All right. Betancourt is letting it go now. Now it's interesting.
But again, he's trying to load up.
Right. Whoa. That was a hit on the break. And while he was through the ropes.
And Dwayne, was on the ropes, and Betancourt was just tagging him.
And McLeod is going to be upset. I could tell. I could tell the emotion in this one.
He was upset, but he also gave him a little smile like, okay, it's on now.
All right. And that's it. Let's see. McLeod with
And
the
Betancourt
check
tries
it
to go
in.
to the body, but he comes in and gets tagged for it.
See, now Betancourt is making those moves to the left and right, but he's not punching out of them. So they're like worthless moves unless you punch out of them.
I'm not sure what Betancourt is doing with his. There you go, trying to set up.
Because he's a novice and he's learning. So probably with excitement, he probably punches out of that while he's in the gym. But right now, his mind isn't quite going there because of the excitement. Wow. And I'll tell you what, McLeod threw a hard right hand and Betancourt threw a hard uppercut. And they're really throwing some punches with some oomph.
Some power.
Yeah, definitely some intentions. Little front headlock there.
And I tell you, Adam Betancourt better start stepping it up, man, because right now,
I don't think it matters. I think he lost rounds 1 and 2, and I don't think he could knock
Dwayne
McLeod out. I don't think he could knock him out.
Again, he's going for that. He's just loading up with that right.
Yeah. Well, it's not a bad strategy. If you lost rounds 1 and 2, and you could land a haymaker uppercut in there, by all means, go ahead and try for it. By all means.
Last 10 seconds.
And they both try to hit each other with left hooks and succeed.
Haymaker. Haymaker City right now.
Right. And the pug hug. They gave each other their best. Yeah, that's it. That was good. That was good.
And this is the 8th bout of the evening. We got one more bout.
One more open
unless,
fighters.
Unless something else pops up. But right now, this is what we have.
I did see a couple of mothers in the crowd, and I think they were calling each other out. So
we never know. Something might break out.
Yeah. We might, a fight might break out, and we'll get it right
throw
in the ring.
ring. We'll throw them right in the ring. Throw them in the ring.
And these moms, they could borrow their son's mouthpieces. We can, we'll throw them in the microwave. We'll, we'll form it to their mouths.
Yeah, but it's the same DNA, so it's not a problem.
It's nothing bad.
Give them the same mouthpiece.
And if they're in sweats, why not? They're not trunks. But if they're in sweats, we don't really have to worry about
they have
cups.
baseball moms, they have soccer moms,
right,
and they have boxing moms.
They got boxing moms.
Moms.
So let them go.
Let them go. Put them in.
I saw them with their hands. I saw them with their head movement.
In the stands.
In the stands.
So if you're a boxing mom,
you've
been notified. You can get in on the Pug Life.
That's it. All right.
All right. So let's take it up to Jono.
All right, that's a little bit melodramatic. He didn't have to drop to his knees. Did not have to drop to his knees. And the crowd is unhappy. But the crowd
he beat
is
the
biased.
house fighter. He beat the house fighter.
He took it to the house. Right.
And Bencourt didn't look happy, but hey, that's boxing.
This is boxing.
Sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some.
I'm gonna give the promoters out there a little tip, right? Here's a little tip for you. When you have a house fighter that's going to sell most of your tickets, you bring in a tomato can for that guy, all right? Okay? If he goes into a tournament, hey, you get what he gets. But when you bring in a ticket seller, you bring that tomato can in, right? You call Campbell's Soup, and you order one tomato can, right? He's probably working in a factory. You pay him for that day. Oh, this is amateur boxing. Give him a day's wages, have him sweep up the floor outside before he fights. Make sure he's good and tired. You tell him a lot of funny jokes before he can get in the ring so he doesn't concentrate. Then you let your house fighter fight him, all right?
There you go.
That's what they did for the first 10 fights with Mike Tyson. Okay? Mike Tyson was scared of his own shadow when he was fighting.
I don't know
when
about that.
When he was a little guy. Yeah, it's true. This is a true story. Somebody gave this to me.
Just now. They just gave it to you just now.
No. Okay. Yeah, as a matter that guy over there. But anyway, what they did for Mike Tyson when he was 13 to improve his confidence was they brought in tomato cans from the street.
All right, let's put on some headphones on Mr. Kareem Blue. Mr. Kareem Blue.
What's up, guys?
Welcome to the Pug House.
I'm happy to be here. I've been seeing it on TV all this time, man. I'm happy to be here, man.
Well, welcome,
my voice
man.
is hoarse.
No, that's okay. We heard you screaming, jab, jab, jab. Yeah.
When is a frog blue? where this guy's talking. That's when the frogs are blue. All right.
I get to see the bow tie in person. That's what I'm happy about.
Thank you. There's two bow ties.
That's true. But that's the bow tie.
That's the bow tie. Yes.
Thank you.
All hail the bow tie.
All right. So listen, we're out here. You did a good show.
Thank you.
How come it's not the police athletic league? How come it's the police activities league?
I don't know. They changed that years ago. I don't know why.
Oh,
right?
yeah?
Okay. I remember that too. I was like, I thought it was the same way
All
too.
right. We're
in New York, it was.
It's
New
athletic.
York, it's still
right.
athletic.
Oh, it's still okay. So they
But
changed it in Connecticut.
As a New Yorker, I'm offended.
Right.
Listen,
right. That threw me off too when I came.
All right.
Up
We're
here.
gonna let you come in on this commentating.
Okay.
I just like your voice right now. This froggy voice. All right. Who do we got? We got an open fight.
Okay.
Yes.
In the red
Terrence
corner,
Williams.
we got Justin. Who's that? Christie. Justin Christie in the red corner.
Yep.
And
Terrence Williams in the blue corner.
Right.
Okay. Terrence got that jab. Got that long jab.
Okay. So we got a height disparity conundrum. And can Justin Christie close the distance so he could hit?
That's what we're gonna have to do, man. He gotta use that jab to work in there.
Yeah. All right. So for shorter fighters, how do you like them to come in?
I like them to either double jab or triple it, or do some head movement to kind of work their way in.
Right, and we saw you did have your fighter, Carlos Avalon, do that.
Yeah, he was doing that. He was doing that pretty effective, you know.
But he did not punch enough after his moves.
Right, that's what I was trying to tell him. You gotta make him pay for that.
Right.
Make him miss, make him pay.
Okay. And Justin Christie is throwing punches to the body inside, but that could be a little bit dangerous unless I always tell my fighters, I don't know about Coach Blue, I don't know if you feel this way. I tell my fighters, listen, if you throw him to the body, make him hurt. Because
that head is open.
That head is open. Thank you.
Don't wait too long.
Right.
Don't wait too long.
Right. And especially you start pitter-patting to the body.
Right, yeah.
You're inviting somebody to go, oh, good slip by
You
Justin
gotta have some
Christie.
good head movement if you want to do that.
Absolutely. So what gym is Terrence Williams from? This tall fighter?
Terrence Williams, what club is he out of? I think he's out of Revolution Fitness. Revolution Fitness. I believe.
Revolution.
Oh yeah, he's got the trunks.
Yeah. Okay, I see him. Yeah.
Revolution Fitness. That's in Connecticut.
Hmm. Yes.
Okay.
Then
And Justin Christie.
Justin Christie, I believe he's out of New York,
Okay.
like Long Island, I believe.
Long Island. Okay. Coming out here from Long Island. That's a long
Yeah,
trip.
it's a long drive, man.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, I'm pretty impressed with Christie.
Yeah.
Just on the fact that he could try to come in.
Right.
There's your camera. There's your public.
Oh,
right
we
there.
right there. Okay, we right
See
Yeah,
him?
we want to welcome.
Look,
we want to
they're
welcome
waving, they're waving.
Wyoming.
What's up, y'all?
Wyoming's in
Wyoming?
the house. Yeah, John
Wyoming.
Taylor from Wyoming's
Spell
in the
that.
house.
Spell that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay. So how many shows have you done?
First one.
This is your first show ever.
First show.
So you decided to christen it with Pug Life. You called us in.
Yes.
We took the trip. It was far.
I appreciate you guys for
all
coming
right.
out,
We
though.
took the trip. We want to support boxing and we wanted to support you out here because you're coming from the heart. The man's coming from his heart.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
He's got the Pee-wees out here.
Yeah, got 'em looking good.
You got juniors and you got seniors. I like what you're doing out here.
Thank you. I appreciate it, man.
And where's your gym based out of?
It's in Thomaston. It's like 15 minutes from here.
Right.
Yeah, it's in
So
Thomaston, Connecticut.
so when people that live far away in rural areas like this say 15 minutes, that they're talking about 36 miles. You know.
You know, it's like when your boy say, "I'm right there." I mean, he's still at the house.
Right.
That's true.
Yeah. All right.
All right, Williams in the black, all black,
Right.
with the blue gloves. He's the taller of the two, and then you got Justin Christie with the red gloves.
He's stiff arming that.
And Christie working
It's
to
my
the
wife.
body.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And now what Terrence Williams, what I'm not seeing from Terrence Williams is for a tall guy, he doesn't know how to punch going backwards.
Right.
He could only punch going forward.
He
So
got to throw that right uppercut.
right, but he's got to give himself room. He's smothering himself
right.
by coming
He
forward.
steps in every time he throws his jab.
Right, and because of that, he's fighting Justin Christie's fight, and Justin Christie is basically eating because of this.
So every time he steps and his heel hits. He's not hitting with his toe when he throws his jab.
And again,
Right.
you know, Williams also not throwing that jab with a lot of power behind it,
Yeah.
Right.
and not throwing it often enough to keep Christie at bay.
Okay, so let me just get into this. This is what I love. All right, so we're going to talk about footwork right now. Coach Blue has brought up a great point, all right? He's saying that when Terrence Williams punches, his front foot, his heel is hitting.
Right, when he throws that jab.
So that means that he's getting planted and he's getting caught on the inside.
Yeah.
Whereas if he landed with his with the front part of his foot on his toes, he would be able to bounce back.
Right.
So that's a great point on footwork. I just want to point that out.
So if he could catch and shoot, Terrence would be right there for him.
Right. And now Justin Christie is eating because he's inside. And as we said this plenty of time on Punk Life Chronicles, when you're the shorter person and you get inside, you basically are in your comfortable punching distance, and the guy with the long arms is not in his comfortable punching distance. You want your wife wants to peek her head in?
Well,
Fight at night.
right before we go any further, we want to just say a couple of shout-outs to
Shout him out.
Mike Gorman. He says you're the grand wizard of announcing.
Yes, thank you.
And then you got Jean Carlos Torres Luciano. Jan Carlos Torres Luciano. Thanks for the interview. And then you got Pat Russo.
Pat Russo's watching.
Pat Russo is watching. He's joining us again.
Right. And
Friend.
Patty, if you're eating, just don't talk with your mouth full. Okay? Just don't talk. Don't text with your mouth full because you'll get the sauce all over the keyboard and your phone. and it's just terrible.
Pat Russo's a good friend
Right.
of ours
Okay.
here at Pug
Right.
Life Chronicles. A
Right.
good friend.
Right. And now
You probably hear us talking
I
about him all
heard,
the
I
time.
heard Pat. What's
Pat
up, Pat?
Russo.
Yeah. Now, do you tell your people in Connecticut that are they watching Pug Life?
Oh, yeah, they watch it.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Everybody that couldn't make it, they cheap.